โอเคสวัสดีผู้ชมทุกท่านด้วยนะครับที่ทั้งที่เข้าดูสดแล้วก็ย้อนหลังโอเคกลับเข้าสู่เกมเดิม Horizon Forbidden West คราวนี้ผมก็จะทำภารกิจหลักละหลังจากเมื่อวานไปเคลียร์เควสลองภารกิจลองอะรอบพวกนี้แหละพื้นที่แถบนี้ทั้งหมดเคลียร์เท่าที่จะเคลียร์ได้ซึ่งก็มีบางเควสที่ผมยังไม่ได้ทำก็เควสที่อยู่ที่ฐานของเพื่อนเราซึ่งผมก็ปล่อยไว้ก่อนโอเคคราวนี้จะเป็นเควสตามหาโปรแกรมที่เหลือของไกอานะที่ไกอาให้เรามาซึ่งก็มี2ตัวเลือกคือ1ทะเลแห่งผืนทรายโซนลาสเวกัสที่มันล่มสลายไปแล้วกลายเป็นทะเลทรายไปแล้วอีกอันหนึ่งคือเมล็ดพันธุ์จากอดีตไปเก็บไอ้เจ้าดิมิเตอร์ที่อยู่โซนนี้ไกลสุดขอบเลยซึ่งผมจะเอาไปทำทีหลังในรอบนี้ผมจะเก็บไอ้นี่ก่อนไอ้เขาเรียกนะโพไซดอนโอเคก่อนอื่นมันน่าจะอยู่แถวๆนี้นะโอเคจะต้องวาร์ปลงแคมป์นี้เอาอาวุธออกก่อนเอาตอนแรกอาวุธมาถือเล่นนะไม่ได้ใช้อันไหนนาสติกโอเคเราควรลืมปิดเสียงไมค์ของคอนโทรลเลอร์เรามีม้าไหมเนี่ยม้าโอเคมี
Water's pouring out of that building. Poseidon's doing? I better check it out. Someone's been through here. Camping here. Looks like there's something behind that tarp.
โอเคขอวิ่งเก็บของรอบๆอ่ะเจอตั้งหีบหนึ่งเราอยู่ในจุดนี้โอเค
I almost had him. I was so close.
To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Moreland, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Norse spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark 1. The Mark 2 was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a compressed air capsule.
Hammer and tongs.
What is this?
โอ
What's
เค
happening here?
สองคนนี้จะสร้างอุปกรณ์ดำน้
She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
ำรู้จักกันแล้ว
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
Don't mind him.
ทำไมเจ้าถึงไม่อยู่ที่
So
นี่เอา
what exactly happened
เลื่อน
down
เอง
there?
It was a delve like no other.
เกิดอะไรขึ้น
A chance to follow my old Gramps' footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy to...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good. But then, something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. It's like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
มันเป็นคำถามที่ต้องถามตอนแรกอะ
well
แต่ผมสลับ มันลั่นไป
Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay? Whatever you find below is yours.
Well, all right. Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. I like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. Just as my old Gramps promised me.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. It's amazing stuff. This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beefs. I must have watched it about 100 times as a child in my old Gramps workshop.
What happened to it?
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here 40-odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, he never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show. One unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true delver and a true showman. and I miss him. But I will do him proud. I will gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred, I built the diving bubbles Mark I and Mark II. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can. We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like, performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing.
เอาแล้ว
It's to find
เอาแล้ว
for
เน็ต
my
เน็ต
theatrics,
เป็นอีกแล้วเหลืองอีกแล้ว
which makes this delve
ตอนนี้อาจจะกระตุกนะครับเพราะว่าคุณภาพสตรีมมันเป็นสีเหลืองผมเดาอารมณ์เน็ตมันไม่ถูกเหมือนกันโอเคว่ายน้ำลง
deep
ไป
is
ได้
it?
ไหม
Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Oseram to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths. I'd say it's apt.
เมื่อไหนฟ้าครึมๆหรือฝนจะตกมันเป็นอย่างนี้ตลอดเลยโคตรเซ็งเลย
Hence, our new invention.
โอเคเดี๋ยวขอเช็คสภาพก่อนมันโอเคขออีกรอบหนึ่งคือสภาพเน็ตเมื่อกี้ผมมันดาวไปประมาณ2 นาทีนะโอเคกลับมาเขียวละโอเคไปหาชิ้นส่วนมาประกอบอุปกรณ์ดำน้ำ
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
All right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
โอเคเลือกทำจุดนี้ก่อนคือกู้แคปซูลอากาศแล้วค่อยไปเอาอะไรนะอุปกรณ์จากพวกจักรกลถังอากาศโอเคจุดนี้ง่ายสุดละเมื่อวานมันก็ดีๆอยู่นะสัญญาณเน็ตทำไมวันนี้มัน
Compressed air capsule.
อยู่ๆก็กระตุกขึ้นมา
Where the
We
machine
were
was.
finally going to get away from this place.
Well,
Probably get a guest list of 50. So we'd need at least 3 dozen kegs. Brown ale, maybe. No. For him, scrapper sap.
Are you planning a party?
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral, thanks to you. I was this close. We were gonna move on. Leave all this nonsense behind, and you come along, you spark your wet noodle idea.
It's going to work.
I've heard that before. I'm always willing to engage in some commerce.
ได้มา 2,000 กว่าก็โอเคกลายว่าผมต้องคอยชำเลืองสภาพสัญญาณการเชื่อมต่อไอ้เมื่อวานซืนมันก็เป็นมารอบหนึ่งแต่เมื่อวานนี้ลื่นสุดๆเลยวันนี้มันแปลก
So, how does someone like you end up working for someone like Moreland?
I work with Moreland. We got 3 equal claims in this venture. I saw one of his early shows. Back when it was just him and his inventions. Works of flame, lights, and shadows, all kinds of gizmos. Never seen the like. But the man is all spectacle. No sense. Bleeds shards like you get the idea. Without me to handle the finances, his dreams would be sunk. More sunk. Wish we were back in the claim. Plenty of normal shows to do without the salvage from this blasted place.
And yet, you're here, in the middle of the desert, delving for his dream.
It was a good one. But sometimes, a dream has to die.
This dream of Moreland's
Is going to get him killed.
let's say it doesn't. What happens after he gets the salvage down there?
Then we put on the greatest show the world's ever seen. We'll have special seating, premium ale, the works. Moreland will do his light spectacle thing. Stemmer will get their eyes a-sparkling with his tales, and I'll be selling tickets. It's a nice thought, anyway.
Moreland mentioned you were showman.
What? An ostrom can't be anything other than a delver, tinker, or drunkard? Okay, sure, we are delvers too, but that is not our main source of income. Mostly, we go town to town, putting on shows.
These shows, what are they? What happens at them?
Tales and spectacle. Moreland's got the technical know-how. Builds all manner of inventions, whirligigs of light and sound, cannons that shoot fire, and showers of sparks, and Stemmer
Keeps them enthralled. Tales of adventure in the smoothest baritone.
Yeah, that.
And you?
Me? Who do you think handles the financials for the whole blasted thing? Those two might have the sparks, but do you think they know their way around shards? No, they don't.
So Moreland was down in this ancient city, and
The 3 of us went down below.
you?
I can delve too.
Right. And then what happened?
What do you think? Water rushed in, we ran. And Moreland built that blasted thing. Nearly got himself drowned. Twice. You want the finer details of his stupidity? You go ask him.
I'll leave you alone.
Do us a favor. Leave us all alone.
โอเคไปอีกพิกัดหนึ่ง
It's a moorland. I heard it should be south here.
ขอวาร์ปไปแล้วกันนะถ้าเกิดไม่ใช่เซฟเลยขอวาร์ปไปแล้วกันถ้าเกิดเซฟแล้วถ้าเกิดขี่ม้ามากลัวเจอฝูงจากกลแล้วกระทืบม้าเราตายวาร์ปไปไกลๆแล้วค่อยวิ่งเอา
Well, this is where Moreland said the herd would be. They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better look for tracks. There. Tracks should lead me to the herd.
Oh, พาวิ่งไกลไปไหนเนี่ย
There's the herd. I should have the parts I need. More machines? Nothing first. It's exciting.
ทีครึ่งหลอด
Oh, the storm's whipped up a sand spiral. Great. Oh!
นัวอย่างนัวเลย ต้องเก็บไอ้พวกนี้ก่อนไม่งั้นก็ป้วนเปี้ยนกับเราเลยฮะมันไม่ยิงปล่อยขาสองไม่ยิงล่วงเห็นไหม
Okay, got them all. Where did the herd go?
หายไปไหนละแล้วพอมาทำเควสปุ๊บพายุสายเข้าทันทีเลย โดดเลยล่วงไปข้าวเหรอรีโหลดไม่ตายไปทีเว้ยตาย
One synthetic membrane. Better check the other machines. Or I might have a kneecap I can use.
เป็นกระสุนเกือบหมดโดดในจังหวะนี้ผมไม่โดนนี่แหละมีกากาตัวนี้600โอเครีโหลด
Got 'em. One of them should have a kneecap.
แล้วมันไม่มีอะไรให้เก็บซาบ้าเขาจับกลคืออะไรตัวบนเหรอ
The kneecap.
โอเคได้แล้ว
Good. I should have all the parts to build this thing now. I'll get back to Moreland. The sandstorm's giving its all.
ใกล้ๆก็วาร์ปไปก่อนขี้เกียจวิ่งพอออกจากเขตพื้นที่นั้นปุ๊บพายุทรายหายเลยภาพกระสุน
I
โต๊ะอยู่ไหน
thought we were finally going to get away from this place.
Well, good thing that ape. What can I do for you, partner?
I've got everything I need to build the
incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble. The workbench is all yours.
เติมของ
Whoa, there's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life. There was this flash of red, and the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light from a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Okay. Time to see if this thing works.
โอเคครั้นี้จะลงไปใต้น้ำอะข้างใต้มันเป็นอาคารที่โดนน้ำท่วมเป็นคาสิโนแหละ
Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before. Nautical lights. Must be Poseidon's doing. That looks like a way out. Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding. Whoa! There's no way I can climb that thing out of water. I'll have to be careful.
ไอ้จะใช้ริปเปอร์นี่ตัวปัญหาเลยภาคนี้
All of it's encased in a dome.
วนกระแสน้ำว่าเข้าไปหาตรงๆไม่ได้มันทวนกระแสน้ำต้องไปจุดอื่นก่อน
Red light.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here. There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node.
โอเคระบายน้ำออกก่อน
More machines down here. I'll have to swim around them. Stick to cover. There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city.
ไฟกรีมระเบิดซะ
There. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node. According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the dam.
เจอระยะประชิด โผล่มาเจอเต็มๆเลย ตรงนี้ก็มีจังหวะนรกมากโผล่ปุ๊บพวกดักแล้วอยู่ข้างหน้าเลย
Another access point. Should get me to the second node.
ไม่เอาโอ้ อย่าตามมาอย่าตามมานะทางขึ้นอยู่ไหนอยู่ตรงนี้ไม่ชอบเลยพวกที่ว่าเจอศัตรูใต้น้ำทำอะไรมันไม่ได้โอเคเปิดวาล์ว
I won't budge. Maybe that debris is weighing it down.
ระเบิดไฟกรีม
Okay, let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
ไม่เอาแบบเมื่อกี้นะที่บอกว่าโผล่ไปพวกดักอยู่ปากทาง
According to the map, the maintenance station should be at the south end of the dome.
สถานีต้องดูฝั่งตรงข้ามเลยนั่นไงมันเห็นแล้วโอ้โหทำไมมันไปโอ้โห
That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in?
ลอยก็ชิลมากเลยนะแบบไอ้พวกนี้ไล่ตูดอยู่ว่า
Part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in.
โอเคมาไม่ตามมาละเปิดได้ไหม
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
ใต้น้ำมันจะดูลำบากหน่อยรวมถึงการควบคุมด้วย โอเค
There should
ขึ้น
be a console in here. There. Time to dry this place out.
โอเคคราวเนี้ยเดี๋ยวจะสู้แบบสบายๆทีนึง
That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Exciting. I guess the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
โอเคหาทางออกไปที่ทางเข้าแหละที่เรามา พื้นแห้งแล้วอยู่ไหนจระเข้ตัวไหนจะเอาใครจะเอา
Poseidon is through there. Where did that machine go?
เนสซีเหรอ
Aloy! It's a miracle!
ไอ้3 ตัวก็ลงตามมาด้วย
Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get the embers with that around.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
What?
เจ้าสมบัติสำนวนมากแต่คนนี้
She saved our Delph.
Okay then. Stay up here and start
เท่าที่
firing
นึก
when
อ
I
อกคือ
engage.
มันแพ้ธาตุสายฟ้าแพ้ธาตุสายฟ้าก็ต้องยิงไอ้จานบนหลังมันออกก่อนไม่งั้นมันจะเปิดโหมดส่วนน้ำให้เราเล่นไม่อยากกิ้งอย่างเดียวถ้าไอ้แผ่นข้างหลังไอ้กลมๆข้างหลังมันหายก็เล่นง่ายละ
Places, fellas. Get to that overhang.
สวัสดีอุตส่าห์หลบหลังเสาฮะต้องระเบิดหลุดสักที2 3โอเคจบช็อตเลยอ๋อไม่ใช่ช็อตถังเก็บน้ำระเบิดเจาะไปเรื่อยๆไม่ตายเว้ยจะอึดป่านนี้
I can keep going.
สามารถมีระเบิดแถม ก่อนอื่นต้องส่งไอ้3ตัวนี้ขึ้นมาข้างบนก่อนไม่ให้คุยเหรอคุยไม่ได้จะต้องเก็บก่อนเอาไปเก็บก่อน
A rush of air. Poseidon should be somewhere around this door. Time to bring it home. Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console. I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
โอเคได้โปรแกรมตัวที่2มาแล้ว
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. The Roman crew must have headed back up top. With all the embers left. Something up for that?หาทางกลับขึ้นไปอีกโอเคมาถูกทางไหมเอามีทางเข้ามาอยู่ข้างบนนี่เหรอปะโถวิ่งวนตั้งรอบหนึ่ง An elevator. Moron must have built this before the place flooded. Might still work. Be nice not to have to climb back up. An elevator. Moron must have built
โอ
this
เค
before
ขึ้น
the
ลึก
place
ไปรอบ
flooded.
นี้ขึ้นไว
Might still work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
ตอนนี้ก็ชั่วโมงประมาณชั่วโมงหนึ่งผมว่าผมจะไปเก็บทอนในอีกตัวหนึ่งเพราะว่าสภาพสตรีมวันนี้ไม่ดีเลยสัญญาณไม่ค่อยดีเท่าไหร่นะฮะแต่รอบนี้ถือว่าจบไวอยู่ชั่วโมงหนึ่งโอเค เคไปส่งเควสแล้วก็เอาเคอร์เนลไปเสียบให้ไกอาก็จะเป็นการจบ
Whatever she did, it must have powered up the whole city.
Is that an eagle?
โอเคเอาไปคุยหน่อย
Show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized.
พอเห็นอันนี้ก็นึกอยู่นะทำไมมันไม่สร้างหุ่นแบบ
Our hero
หุ่น
beheld
ที่มันแบบเป็น
the scene
สัตว์ใน
of
ตำนาน
desolate
แบบพวกมังกรอย่างเงี้ยแบบกอซิลล่าอย่างเงี้ย
When I saw the embers as a child, I never dreamed.
เพราะว่าขนาดพวกไอ้อะไรนะสตอมเบิร์ดกับไอ้ทันเดอร์จอมันก็เป็นสัตว์โบราณสัตว์ดึกดำบรรพ์นะ
I did. And now I
น่า
have
จะ
to.
ต้องดูในภาค3ไม่รู้ว่าจะมีจินตนาการสร้างออกมาอย่างนี้หรือเปล่า
Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
จบค่อนข้างไวนะเควสนี้
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But with all the ruins here, might want to look around before I head back. And with my new diving mask, I should be able to swim as deep as I want to. Once I find a place with more water.
โอเคก่อนกลับขอเติมกระสุนก่อนสวยมากเลยเมืองเนี้ยมาตอนกลางคืนโคตรสวยเลยแล้วก็พอเราจบเควสตรงนี้เสร็จปุ๊บกลับมาอีกทีนึงตรงเนี้ยจะกลายเป็นหมู่บ้านอีกหมู่บ้านหนึ่งฮะแล้วค่อยมาดูตอนหลังซึ่งจะมีเควสลองมาให้เราทำเยอะไปหมดเลยประมาณ 2-3 เควสได้โอเคของเริ่มเยอะเริ่มรกแล้วในฐาน
Slowly. Slowly.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia.
โอ
It's
เค
me.
อัปเดตข้อมูลเพิ่มแล้ว
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city, Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can. So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
Why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground. So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about them?
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their members. Only one, Oswald Dalgard, was ever publicly known.
Right. Here's the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the system's design through him, despite his failure.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
I'll be off.
โอเคคุยกับไกอาหมดแล้ว
For now.
เหมือนว่ายังทำเควสอื่นไม่ได้นะเพราะเควสเหมือนมีภารกิจบางอย่างขั้นกลางอยู่คุยกับโซอะไรไหมเนี่ย
Aloy.
Hey, thought I'd check in on how you're doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
โอเคอันเนี้ยจะเป็นเควสเสริมเป็นเควสรองฮะที่โซจะไปทำเควสกับเราผมจะยังไม่คุยเขาจะมารับทีหลังเราจะคุยเรื่องสัพเพเหระที่มันอัปเดตเป็นข้อมูลได้ก่อน
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I need to get going.
โอเคมีนิดเดียว
May the land bloom in your steps.
โอเคมีคุยกับวาวแต่ว่าขอเช็ครูปพี่โคทาโร่ก่อน
Delana must have left this for me on her way back east. I wish she could have stayed. But I know Meridian and the Lodge need her.
ลูกพี่โคนาโร่อยู่ไหนนี่มีอัปเดตไหมโอเคไม่มีอัปเดตของลูกพี่โคนาโร่งั้นไปคุยกับเจ้าวาวเพราะตอนนี้ยังทำเควสอื่นต่อไม่ได้ต้องจบเควสกับเจ้าวาวก่อน
Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
เป็นโฮโลแกรมนี้เป็นโฮโลแกรมแรกที่เอลอยเจอนะตอนยังเป็นเด็กอยู่
Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big.
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth. The Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher, instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away, alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked, she'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. They didn't interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things? I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them. Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
Oh, เดินทะลุประตูกันมา
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Okay, จบเควสทะเลผืนทรายเรียบร้อยแล้วก็มีเรื่องอัปเดตเพียบเลยโอเคคุย
Aloy, it's everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down at that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms, like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram-like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those holos.
Seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. That's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
How are things going around here?
You tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. Are you playing that board game I keep seeing everywhere?
Oh, you mean Strike? Yeah, I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things. Yeah, it's a Tanakh game. I thought about playing Katalo, but what if he tries to kill me if I win?
I think you're safe.
Yeah, I don't know. Heard a lot of things about that tribe.
Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time.
โอเค
I should get going.
Back to reading, I guess.
ผมว่าผมชอบชุดเกราะนี้นะสวยสุดละของเอลอยเนี่ยดูดีเทลมาที่สว่างหน่อยโอเคดูดีเทลมีทั้งสีขาวสีดำมันตัดสลับกันสวยดีแล้วก็สีแดงแล้วบาลานซ์ชุดมันดีมากเลยสวยดีโอเคเรามาคุยกับเจ้าวาวอัปเดตข้อมูลนะ
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. He was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The sacred lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding. Any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far's Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it
ก็
is yet.
ช่วงนี้ก็จะเป็นอัปเดตเนื้อเรื่องนะฮะแบบรวบรวมบทสนทนา
What do you make of this Tilda?
เกมมันขับเคลื่อนโดยเนื้อเรื่องด้วยอยู่
The
แล้ว
way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe. How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them.
โอ
I
เค
should get
จ
back
บ
out there.
จบข
We'll
อง
be
เจ้า
here
วาว
if you need us.
ของโซยังคุยไม่ได้เพราะคุยพูดจะเป็นทิกเกอร์เควสทันทีงั้นไปคุยกับลูกพี่เราอยู่ไหนลูกพี่โคทาโร่นี่
Mind if we have a word?
Of course not.
โอเคมีอัปเดตแค่2หัวข้อ
Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations and an acceptable training facility, though it could use some more color.
Duly noted. Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as self-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink
อยาก
myself.
ลองเหมือนกัน
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing.
โอเคจบ
I should get going.
If I can help in some way, say the word.
I will. Thank you.
ซึ่งอย่างที่เคยเกริ่นแล้วเพื่อนเราทุกคนนี่ก็มีเควสให้ทำกับเพื่อนนะฮะแต่ตอนนี้ยังไม่ปลดล็อกออกมาที่มีเควสก็โคทันโร่โซเอเลนทุกคนเลยมีเควสให้ทำโอเคเมื่อกี้จบเควสอันนั้นไปละไอ้ทะเลแห่งผืนทรายมาเคลียร์ลาสเวกัสก็จะมีพวกแคมป์โจรพวกโบราณสถานที่ผมจะไปทำในนอกรอบนะฮะไม่ทำในไลฟ์โอเคเหลือเควสหลักอีกอันนึงคือไปเอาพวกนะโปรแกรมผู้ช่วยดิมิเตอร์ซึ่งอยู่ตรงนี้ข้ามฟากโลกมาซึ่งผมว่ามันไกลพอสมควรเลยแต่คราวเนี้ยก่อนที่จะจบไลน์นี้ผมจะมาปลดล็อกไอ้ตัวนี้ก่อนไอ้ทอเน็กเนี่ยเพื่อที่จะได้เปิดหมอกนะทุกไอ้ฝั่งเนี้ยทั้งหมดเลยขอเช็คก่อนว่าทางไหนมันมาใกล้สุดน่าจะฝั่งทหารยาม
Spinning in a teacup. Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
แล้วก็มาผิดทางออกผิดช่องจุดวาร์ปอยู่ตรงนี้ไม่เป็นไรวาร์ปสดไปเลย
Outlander, I offer you an honorable trade.
เราน่าจะคาบโอเคครับกระสุนรอมาหมดแล้ว
May the ten guide.
เป็นที่เหลือก็คือวิ่งโอ้โหเป็นพันเลยเป็นพันเมตรเลยไม่ใช่พันเมตร1,900โอเคเปิดแมปครับไอ้สเกอร์เซอร์นี่เคยเจอมันครั้งแรกอยู่นะไอ้ตัวเนี้ยต อนที่ผมเจอครั้งแรกไม่ได้เจอจากนอกแมปอย่างนี้ไปเจอในอารีนาตอนเล่นรอบแรกแล้วมันบังคับใช้อาวุธอื่นโอ้โหหนังชีวิตสุดๆเลยสู้โคตรยากเลยอันนี้ก็หมู่บ้านนะคลิปวอชแล้วก็มีเควสด้วยเอาไว้ทำในไลฟ์อื่นนะ
Honor and strength. Remember the.
โอ้พอจะนึกออกแล้วไอทอนิกตัวนี้มันมีฝูงลิงคุ้มกันอยู่เลยฝูงลิงไม่เท่าไหร่มีสต็อกเกอร์ด้วยทางขึ้นเนี่ยจุดใหญ่ปีนไม่ได้ต้องกระโดดเกาะไปตามหมู่บ้านนี่ก่อนหมู่บ้านล้างตัวไหนมันขู่เรานี่ไงไอ้สต็อกเกอร์เนี่ยกี่ตัวนะ2 ตัวเหรอโอเคลวงไป1ไหนวะโดนสิเอาไปสิชอบจังกับปืนมายิงยังมีอีกยังมีอีกข้างล่าง3 ตัวนี้น่าจะหมดละเหลือข้างบนฝูงลิงนะข้างล่างฝูงเรียกอะไรดีฝูงไอ้จักกัว
Should be able to get up there.
ถ้ามันมีเสียงเหมือนว่ามีอีกตัวหนึ่งเลยสต็อกเกอร์
To that platform. Just gotta find a way.
เดี๋ยวแล้วไปไงต่ออ๋อ
There we go.
ฝั่งหนึ่งไปฝั่งหนึ่งโอเคกันพลาดถีบบันไดลงไป
Might be high enough to jump on that tunnel.
ถึงไหมเนี่ย
Oh. Looks like this tunnel's missing some parts.
โอเค
There's no way to climb to the top.
เรียกอะไรกระดูกตรงคอมันหายไป
It's high enough to reach its head directly.
ต้องหาที่สูงขึ้นแล้วก็กระโดดเกาะอีกฝั่งหนึ่ง
Thanks for the ride, buddy. Find higher ground.
ฝั่งนี้มีอะไรไหมโอเคไม่มีอะไรให้เก็บถีบบันไดลงไปเผื่อล่วงไม่มีอะไรให้เก็บเลยเหรอ
Better watch my step. Looks like I'm not alone.
ข้างหน้ามีฝูงลิง
Could use cold water against it.
มันหมอบยิงระยะไกลนะยิงแล้วหนีเหรอพันหนึ่งหางมันเหรอใกล้ตายแล้วไอ้ตัวนี้ใกล้ตายแล้วโอเคตายไปหนึ่งไปไหนวะจังหวะไม่ไหวละมันหนี จบไปอีกจุดหนึ่ง
There has to be something that can help me climb higher.
ไม่ถึงต้องไปจุดหนึ่ง
Alive.
เอ้ายิงโดนแล้วไม่ร่วงเหรอ
Where do you...
ไม่ทันละต้องรออีกรอบหนึ่ง
All right. I should be able to find a spot to jump into that tunnel.
ทันไหมเนี่ยไม่ถึงไม่กล้าถึงสิ
That's
โอเค
good. Got it.
ไม่มีจุดโดดหรอเดินเล่น
Making good use of this.
โอเคผ่านภารกิจนี้เปิดหมอกฝั่งนี้เข้ามาแล้วเหลือฝั่งนี้อีกตัวหนึ่งไอตัวนี้ที่มันจมทะเลอยู่โอเคก็พอประมาณแต่เดี๋ยวขอคำนวณดูก่อนมันจะพอไหมเปิดตรงนี้ไทลิสโอเคขอไปดูหมู่บ้านนี้ก่อนเพราะหมู่บ้านนี้มันมีชุดส้มขายในรอบที่แล้วแต่รอบนี้ไม่แน่ใจว่าจะเป็นชุดของนิวเกมพัทหรือเปล่าเควสเพียบเลยนึกออกแล้วหมู่บ้านนี้ก็มีเควสไปสิไม่สู้หรอกไปเร็วไทลิส
Try to not be cooking while you're here. Earned your honor.
Hey, stranger.
ก็เหมือนเดิมอาวุธเหมือนเดิมฝนอัศนีไม่ได้ใช้
Are you looking to trade?
เขาวิ่งสำรวจมันจะมีเควสมีอะไรให้ใช้หรือเปล่า
Your blade is outstanding.
มีหลุมต่อสู้มีหมากสไตล์นี่ไม่เล่นอ้าวไม่มีชุดเกราะขายจบกันโอเคผ่านไปเหลือเป็นภารกิจมาด้วยพันจากอดีตเอาไว้ไลฟ์ต่อไปโอเคปลดล็อกมาเยอะอยู่เหมือนกันโอเคครับสำหรับไลฟ์นี้ก็คงจะประมาณเท่านี้หลังจากที่ทำการเคลียร์เควสหลักทะเลแห่งผืนทรายไปเรียบร้อยไปเก็บเจ้าโพไซดอนนะจนได้โปรแกรมบำบัดน้ำมาให้ไกอาโอเคแล้วก็เดี๋ยวผมจะไปทำการวิ่งเปิดจุดวาร์ปอะไรเรื่อยเปื่อยแถบนี้ให้หมดก่อนนะแล้วก็ในไลฟ์ต่อไปจะเป็นการมาเคลียร์เควสหลักในตรงนี้มันจะพันจากอดีตไปเก็บเจ้าดิมิเตอร์ซึ่งก็จะมีปลดล็อกมอนอีกตัวหนึ่งที่จะทำให้สามารถฟาร์มวัตถุดิบในการคราฟอาวุธระดับส้มได้โอเคครับขอบคุณทุกคนที่แวะเข้ามาดูมากๆนะครับยังไงก็ฝากกดติดตามให้ด้วยรวมถึงกดไลค์วิดีโอเพื่อเป็นกำลังใจในการทำคลิปครั้งต่อไปนะครับโอเคผมไลฟ์ทุกวันช่วง 20:00 นเป็นต้นไปนะครับถ้าเกิดวันไหนไม่ได้ไลฟ์ก็คือหายไปเลยไม่ได้แจ้งเตือนอะไรก็ไว้ก่อนโอเคยังไงก็ฝากติดตามรับชมกันในโอกาสต่อไปด้วยโอเคแล้วเจอกันใหม่ครั้งต่อไปบายครับ